Right, we're going to start with some mat work. It's good to have the mat work on a default behaviour, so the animal doesn't have to think about whatever else it's working on. It simply goes to the mat and it stays there on the mat until the article is produced, and in this case it's going to be size discrimination. We have done mat work, so you should know to get back onto the mat. We'll accept that, but I would like a bit better, more contact, so we'll get him off the mat and get him so he can just put a bit more of his body on there. That's better. And we spend more time while he's on the mat, reinforcing it, getting duration, because we want him to find on the mat is the best place to be. So we'll give him a little bit of duration. He's getting a little bit of chicken at the moment, which he says very nice, thank you. Oh, he's a good catcher. So you'll see we use very little space between where he has to pick the food up from and where he goes back to the mat. We're not teaching him distance at the moment, we're just teaching him to be happy to be on the mat. And as you can see, he looks quite happy on the mat. That means we can set the articles up without him moving, and also he can do some thinking before he sets off from his mat. Looking nice and solid at the moment. So now we're going to move on and we're going to add the article to this exercise. Normally I would prefer to just use the article itself, but let's see what we get by using the mat as well. Now I don't want the dog to touch the article, even though we're sensitizing it, from the simple reason when it gets to a tall article like this, if he touches it, it's going to fall over. So we teach non-contact, and let's get started. So I reward him for staying on his bed. But we do want him to move off his bed and come towards the article. So we'll do that by putting the food a little bit closer to the article, but we don't want him to approach, so we stop him nice and early so he can control himself. Quite happy if he drops down. More than happy if he does that. That's the behaviour we're wanting long term. Not too worried in the short term, but if it's helping to cause him non-contact of that article, then that's fine. So at the moment there is more emphasis on the mat rather than the article, which is fine. Let's get him off his mat. Oh dear. That hesitancy is what we're looking for. We do want it much closer, but at this stage we just teach him hesitancy to the article. Very happy with that. And happy with that. So I'm going to build up a little bit of more article work. Oi, come here, treats. And remove the mat and get a little bit more action on the actual article. To hold him in position, I'm going to stand here so he learns to hesitate before the article, just helping him. That's the behaviour we're looking for, just a little look. Oh, let's just reload. Bring him a little bit closer to the article and hold him there. That's what we're looking for. Getting a little bit too close. Just want to make sure he understands the hesitancy. That position is perfect. It's quite clear which article he's going for. Let's take him back a little bit. So I would like some duration of his look, so we'll get the duration a little bit further away, won't we? Oh dear. Right, let's ask for a little bit of duration there. Whoops, a daisy. Accidents will happen. Not the end of the world. I'm going to go for a duration in a minute. There. Good. That's the duration we're looking for. His weight is pretty good, even on all four paws at the moment, which means we have a good chance of getting some duration. Very good. Cut, all done. That was a good training session. And now we'll go and do a bit of play.